give a damn. We are here to speak to even one person to understand the issues. Case closed. Ubedi di atama ye ni hu time. What time you be a? And no chese kweku misimi nkwata ese nipa no. About the truth. It ends with it. Now Ghana Funtie. The circumstances under which Reverend Owusu-Bempah was arrested and detained and went through the same or went through that ordeal is the same circumstances Mame Patricia Asiedu went through Nanuya. So when him say Mame Ameke, Agrada Samameke. Yes.
Mama Pat.
Yes.
Now Reverend Owusu-Bempah semno said that court ana.
What the yeah baso. Da court and da court wo de nya hompo ne hia.
But said the bia mo kasa court asem de want to be nka wan.
But nya court asem de beka.
Okay.
Court asem. I know the da nchen.
It is the
Mame agrada yi.
Unim
say afine mame ne grant ni bail awa be fie.
But still then na asem yin free work.
Yeah, but the most important thing is that Fifi. On minor your team, the country is being governed by laws. So the laws which is not mean I'm a troy and you know troy. And I mean to me fam lano so in mepe. The law says under conditions of say bail conditions. So long as you are able to satisfy bail conditions, you know, case closed. Bisa say if Mame Patricia Esieduano say what me meet bail conditions in ampo wie ya the entina na omo that's omo akana share sales ho
say no de wunim
mimi nim
and no wunim
and also wunim and also mimi nim
wunim
no and the make catch say when according to law
we
yes according to law by law if you satisfy the bail conditions Emrani Chow say you must be granted bail against the backdrop of there surety. And the surety, you know, yet me can verify. Say surety, you know, of course, it satisfy the bail or the bond conditions. Case closed. Why, Mamino, or satisfy the bail conditions in the area? No? Still, they kept her in the in the cells.
Bibi di echirana.
Oh, maybe me demu ko me dru ho. Now, my investigations on the Reverend Owusu-Bempah, my minute the so me investigations be on. Now say one two of them nankasa so they had an issue. We are aware. One me had an issue, but so strange and interesting enough say they are both experiencing seemingly or similar situations or deal bia one more chronomuntiasie. Now, Reverend Owusu-Bempah, how I've managed to get details of what went on and I may be based on.
I know that my person be finding out to say, yeah, asama at that court and now
no, near court there, and there no court is some near sir. No, not at all.
Okay.
Now my investigations has uncovered very disturbing story which occurred some months ago. And the story is about how Reverend Isaac Owusu-Bempah, General Overseer of Glorious Word Power Ministries International. The Okom Nasem na me beken. O say na san ma poto no na me de abetwi mu because I assume that enye ye na na yetwi wo man. Now, asem a me beka kire mu ye nsem a top police officers within the police administration are not happy of what is going on.
Yeah.
In this country. Yes. A queen mode Owusu-Bempah faso, a queen mode Mame Patricia, a Sieduna faso, a brand TB or MPP moi. Obi nim ne hu modern boy wa bo empodiama MPP for. And then most on Krama Pamanifim. Why hopes in yaw advancing. Adoye. Ma Pamanifim national security. All because of the or support candidate BNT. Hey, Nasana Moyamo politics or mining. My investigation is pointing to an angle that the circumstances surrounding Owusu-Bempah's arrest is beginning to collaborate the same fashion of how Madam Patricia Asieduano was also arrested. Yes, and treated. And this is dangerous trend that the governing party NPP is so muhini. Indeed, checks how Hobson Adoye and so you're dismissing every national security. Ebejina say, "Wonon so why then? Wakwako position ho ama party bi fence ama fence candidate be a NDC ana candidate ono so MPP."
Now, do you think you say enoni nyina so pa yedi eyi nadi? And I say there are more things.
Now, let me place this on record. The wickedness of the NPP as a governing party meted out to this man of God, owusu-bempah, and considering his deep involvement in the scene to NPP come to power, can be described as very what? Serious. Obi entimi is asking me and to form say, owusu-bempah, NPP beba power. He played a major role. NPP beba power. Owusu-bempah, also for owusu-bempah, played a serious role for the NPP. In many cases, that they cannot deny this. And I believe be so quick with the mean to me a software and once and papa that he been a name channel. Fifi, now my investigation can also establish, he said, the confusion ensued between Madam Patricia Asiedwa and the Reverend owusu-bempah was a conspiracy ploy, and I will explain. By some persons, just to use this as a decoy to get to the bigger stuff. Indeed, my investigation uncovered that earlier before the arrest of owusu-bempah, there is a chief Ibiasa Ohini mebebo ni din efe ni Nimo Blafo. What in the that? Also to more. God. Now, there may person me show and say, owusu-bempah arrest no ho. Between only confusion on the mamini no. In my intelligence world, I will use the word decoy. I say obi bejina adibiso editu anamo obi koyade. Of which ono owusu-bempah kran didn't even know. Now, Tier Nimo Blafo, he's the overlord of Sotium. And listen to what happened. He had earlier planned to settle the dispute between the two people, Reverend owusu-bempah and Mame Patricia Asiedwa. However, may I say something terribly happened. Something terribly went wrong along the line which broke communication channel. And I must say, sir, I may not want to go into details for some reasons. In view of this, some top police officers want to countenance on that idea between owusu-bempah and Mame Patricia Asiedwa. But like I said, me pese meko womuntawa no esiye no. Hono nye me interest. But I want to use that to establish a base. Say unknown to even Reverend owusu-bempah say, sa asem na esi wo ne Mame ntem no, ne nipa bi but then untimi nkonkokoso trouble ma obi when you don't have something like in law or make us a premier fashion bi no na eno was a pointer as so mu use e de ya de bitiano until said now he may know or may not know. I am revealing some intelligence to him now. And let me again place it on record that this investigation was done against the backdrop of having spoken to some police officers, as may indicated earlier, within the police administration, who were equally not happy with the conduct of the police administration, because we believe it so for being a sabi hunu ni yeka and any yeka, but Sir Reverend owusu-bempah na apostle owusu-bempah sem and a wahama Kenya, then they seem not to understand what is going on. And this is not like a party said, yeah, a party or cassette or say NDC for any power. No, this is a party in which on one gas or owusu-bempah no on no may sign bomb paya mom commission near DP or the mom at the Danukwemu for the goodwill of the NPP. So why is owusu-bempah seeing what he's seeing? Why this is going on? Now my investigation also uncovered that after the miscommunication between Onema Ameno, the police within the jurisdiction of Wejahon invited both parties to lay down their statement. Now, my information has it that subsequent to this development, one fateful Sunday, some pastors of Reverend owusu-bempah had decided to go to the police to report following some seemingly manhunt on them because Wamuko Wejahon Wamuko trauma statement. And asofo ni bi omudi onu Reverend owusu-bempah echi no womo ehun se enkrofo bi tata omo subsequent to that incident na esi wo no. So then they decided say no, the following day Sunday womo kwa wombekọ akọ report sa asem no na womo afane ase hwanam any sankrofo na omo tata. Guess what happened? The police top officers amamati said some of these plainclothes men who claim to be police operatives accosted these men of God in a fashion that can be described as a Rambo style and resulted in a serious shootout. And yasam ketwa abra Apostle owusu-bempah sofo no report about sa atata no asemwa esi wo kwan no no e was a dansoman kwan nim ho baby. Including say shootout way by the so-called the police operatives in Fifi, a result to say Reverend owusu-bempah sofo have to take cover. A bit dwani to to we ministrim kwayim emirikatu have to run for their lives.
Was it the one na your friend say Reverend owusu-bempah ya sorry ah?
Eno ho asem na me no wo kan. Yes.
Okay.
Now my report gathered that one young pastor oni owusu-bempah nenam was beaten mercilessly by the police operatives using the button of the gun to cause harm. The internet said, "Moyesa." Ni na numu suro Ghana fontie say na adena koyete say oni Mami Patricia Siedu ensem and sa attacks we now is being meted out to him. But there was a bigger picture more than I'm painting to you now, which made the more coho. This development occurred at Dansoman Police Department. Now, my report has it that Reverend owusu-bempah, upon hearing Sasemwe Awunimno, Okohonum, he went there. He went to the scene to ascertain why his men have been arrested. And just after a while, police officer B, ma picking din, a friend Oti, arrived at the Dansoman police station. And after a short conversation between Onone Reverend owusu-bempah, a decision was taken there. Wamunfa Assembly and both of them, Wamunko a Greater Accra Regional Command, Oyemfa Assembly. Almost sequential development. If you have quiet, so na I say Obi did you Obi a Wakasi and Metakas and Major Kakra do Quay, Anoma Crew, near the Neko. And to Tiniba and no, say no. Wamun Yasim free down somehow and Franco Accra Regional Command. And of course, when they arrived at the Greater Accra Regional Command, Reverend owusu-bempah was asked to write his statement. So, Obetron his statement on. Yes, of course. Say, at least, a nipa there, yes, assembly you do could do anything. That's also. Ye nipa. Obi a wadan for abemu nti. He placed a call to Madam Chief of Staff, Fremont Parry, who indicated and expressed her worry to the situation and promised that he's going to dispatch somebody to come over na wababe she dia air kosono, and then also to ascertain for herself. But me checks actually said this became a mirage. The person na maamene so obeso mama na ba ho no wa ma maamene am frebium, and I'm told says several calls were sent to her. Maamene so anye den Indeed, my intelligence source later revealed that Greater Accra Regional Command received a signal from a known source that Reverend owusu-bempah be signed to Cantonment Police Department. Another step, from Dansoman, you move to him for Greater Accra Command. Another signal about Mumfanura Cantonment. In the course of this, my intelligence revealed that Reverend owusu-bempah placed a call to Wine Chama Wuntumi. In a conversation between Oni Wuntumi, he said to Reverend Bempah that the only person obetimi intervene or speak to the IGP, Inspector General of Police,